It's the date that we never thought would actually happen.
Oh.
But against all odds, it did.
Yay, love!
One of our most popular second date calls from the past calendar year gets a surprising update.
Oh.
And it's just proof that only because we think a relationship is doomed and there's tons and tons of red flags and all the signs are pointing directly to the toilet, that doesn't count for anything.
That's good.
That's right. Sometimes true love prevails, even when we condemn it in the most unexpected ways. You're going to hear it when we get a second date update right after this.
Second date update.
We got an email from a woman who says people in her area aren't really using Bumble or Tinder anymore.
Oh, what are they using?
Not even my favorite app, Klinger, where personal space is just a myth.
At least everybody on the app agrees.
You match and you hear a knock at your door immediately? Like, what the heck?
Find your fellow codependent on Klinger. But she says she's found a more unique way to meet guys. And we've heard of these types of movements before where people are like trying to move away from the apps in favor of other methods. So let's talk to her and find out what she did. Her name is Mandy. Mandy, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
You sound cute and fun and like you did something fun to meet some guys.
She said, hey. How did you get that from hey?
You did it?
You sound perfect for Klinger, Brooke. So, Mandy, tell us about this guy that you met and how you met him. What's your strategy now?
There was this TikTok movement going around, and I want to say it started in Spain. And it's where singles meet up at a grocery store. So, like, you'll have a store and you'll have a time, and they usually see a huge turnout, like 60 to 70 people take part in it.
At a grocery store.
Wait,
Whoa.
who organizes it? Like, how do you find when the meetup is? I feel like
I'll see you guys at check stand 5.
like I'd be the person not invited to the grocery store for some reason.
People will just kind of post the store name and time, and they'll get reposted, and then people just show
I've
up.
seen, like, not exactly this, but, like, I've seen people go on and they'll be like, I think this bar would be fun for singles. Go this Friday night. And it's, like, a popular bar and it goes viral.
But
and
we're
you just,
doing
like,
grocery stores instead.
but you could just say, yeah, exactly.
But that doesn't make sense. Like, if you're going to do it, you share it.
Well,
right? You're like, I'm going
if you
to
watch
this.
any video where it says hot singles might be here, I feel like you're into it.
Yeah, I see a lot of those websites, and they're never true.
So a bunch of
TikTok.
people go to the grocery store hoping to meet someone, right?
Do they go to the meat section? Because that would be really fun.
No. No.
I buy the waters because
Yeah.
I'm thirsty.
Mandy, tell us how it works. What happens once you're in the store?
Then here's where it gets a little, like, saucy. So you go and you get a pineapple.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Girl, what kind of meetups are they?
Hey, it's okay.
No, it's not like that.
Oh.
Then why is it that fruit?
Then then choose
You
like
know,
a
I
pear.
wondered the same thing. Like, you couldn't have chosen a different fruit, but whatever.
Okay.
You put it upside down, which I know runs, like, rampant with that other.
Are you sure you're going to the right meat?
You just the confused one here.
Brooke, shut up. I'm loving this idea more and more. Keep going, Mandy.
So then you put it upside down in your cart, and then you go over to where the wine is, and you grab a bottle of wine.
Okay, is there a little bowl where you put your keys in it?
Okay. You got an upside down pineapple and some wine.
Yes, and you check out who's around, see if they have the same items in theirs, and if you see somebody who kind of tickles your fancy, so to speak, give them a light bump with your cart.
And then the pineapple tips over.
So now we're bumping carts, huh?
I will say this can be subtle because even if you don't see someone at first, you could just wander around. Looks like you're looking
How
for
long do you have to
groceries.
wander in there?
It could
I have a
be
question, though.
hours.
If you bump someone, do they bump you back? Like, how do
They
you
run
know?
away with the cart?
Very
Well,
interesting.
you would, if they're not interested, they could, just, oh, sorry, excuse me, and walk away.
Oh.
Okay,
wow.
so bumping carts is the equivalent of swiping, basically.
Dude.
And-
Exactly.
okay, so who did you bump upside down pineapple wine carts with? Right?
Could be a coincidence.
You got
There's
it,
no
Jeff.
way.
We're all following. Who was it?
That is how I met Mark.
Mark.
Okay.
Okay. And then how do you turn that into a date?
Well, once we bumped, then we exchanged information. We actually got together and we went to a wine bar.
Oh.
And it was really nice. Like, we just got to sit down and really talk, and he's really funny, and he's an animal lover, and which is
Okay.
great.
Flag, that's good.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean, he seemed very genuine.
So did you get the vibe that you guys were going to do this again? You're going to see each other again?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the weirdest thing. Like, he walked me home, we kissed, and then
Oh, cute.
gone.
Done.
And then done, that what you said?
No, and then he was gone.
He ran away after the kiss?
He's like, oh my God, I have wine breath. And then he runs away. He's embarrassed.
Maybe he had to go get another pineapple. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. So have you
Ah.
called him or texted him, or are you waiting for him?
No, I did. I called him and I texted, and I've gotten nothing.
And now you're also waiting.
How long has it been since you and Mark went on that date?
It's been about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, that's a while.
Yeah, long enough that he should have reached out.
Yeah, or something.
Right.
Okay, well, let's call him in, find out what he has to say. We're going to come back and do your second date update.
You got
right?
a pineapple or something? Or do we have to do it?
I put in my Instacart order already, so we'll be back. We'll do it right after this. Hold on.
Second date update.
You're in the middle of a second date update, and we're going to find out how the couple is doing right after you hear part 2.
I am never going to shop for groceries the same ever again after this call with Mandy.
You and me both. I am going to be just eyeballing, eagle eye. Who's in here to meet other people?
I didn't think of that.
Yes.
Because Mandy told us about a strange new dating ritual that apparently started with singles in Spain, and now it's come over to the U.S., where people will show up at a grocery store, like a lot of people. They take all the pineapples, put them in carts upside down, and meet in the wine section, then start bumping each other to show interest. And this is, wink, definitely 100% not a swingers thing. Even though it sounds like it to literally every
Everyone.
person on the planet, except for our listener, Mandy, because she ended up meeting a guy named Mark there. They went out, had a really good time. And this was her first grocery store bump sesh. But we never asked, what about Mark? Mandy, did you
interesting.
discuss that? Has he bumped before?
He said he had.
Okay.
He and a girl had gone out a few times after they had a bump session at the grocery
Dude, it's
store.
crazy how successful this is for people.
What's it like when it's busy and it just sounds like 100 shopping carts crashing in the corner
I
of
think-
one store?
Even more fascinating is how confused the produce man must be.
Yeah.
Like, wait, they wanted my pineapples and now they don't want them. They're back and they're
We're missing cards. What's going on?
There's clearly a lot of questions that we have.
And she's a rookie. She can't answer them.
Yeah, the only person that can is the tropical fruit stud that we're about to call here. Hopefully we'll squeeze some answers out of him.
Can we
What's
call
his
him
name?
Mr. Chiquita?
No, pineapple. What's his name?
Oh,
Mark.
Del Monte?
Pineapple Mark.
Okay,
that's
Pineapple Mark. We'll just call him Mark
I
until
kinda
we
like
get more
Del
from him.
I
But
kind of like Del Marque.
let's just dial him, see if he picks up first. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Mark?
Yeah.
Hey, Mark. Not sure if you're ready for this, but you are on a radio show right now. We're called Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Yeah, what's up, Mark?
Yeah.
And boy, have we been dying to talk to you.
Oh my God, seriously, so many questions.
Who is this again? I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. I didn't mean to scare you.
We're a whole show, bro. It's 4 of us.
Yeah, we have a radio show and we do a podcast as
Yeah,
well.
I'm Jeff, and you heard everybody else. So I'd like to
We know
ask.
who he thinks matters.
Yeah, so we want to ask you a little bit, if it's okay, about your dating life. Because we heard that you met a woman the other day at the grocery store named Mandy.
Oh, my God. She told you about that.
Yeah.
You don't got to be embarrassed, bro. We think it's
Yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah, she told us all about the TikTok trend of going to the grocery store at the same time.
Wow. Yeah, I have a couple of friends that they're doing this trend, and they told me you should see what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that a couple of times. I met Mandy, and I don't know. I thought she was cool.
Okay.
All right, that's good. That's a good start.
Cool enough to take out on a actual date to a wine bar, we heard.
Yeah.
We went out. It's just towards the end of the date, a weird thing happened. I don't know if she told you guys about it.
Weirder than the grocery store thing.
Well, we heard you kissed.
Yeah, the kiss.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, you're supposed to bump
Oh,
noses?
no.
Is there a new thing?
Was it not a good kiss?
I walked her home, and we kissed, and it was really great.
Oh, Oh.
But I take her to her door, and she reaches into her purse
Yeah.
and pulls out an envelope.
Okay.
Okay.
What is this, Hogwarts letter? What?
I get to my car, and I open this letter, and it says, "Thank you for this lovely date."
Oh.
And then under it, it says, "Here is my pre- and post-date expenses."
Huh?
Wait, it's an invoice?
Yeah.
To what?
Oh!
Wait.
There was the makeup, there was the pedicure, things like that.
She needed her toes painted to go to a wine bar?
Like, I didn't know that this was part of it.
That's
like,
insane.
her Venmo was on there. There was a Venmo
She put her
barcode.
Venmo handle?
I get doing it to maybe a guy you don't like more than someone where it actually went well.
Oh,
like,
that's a
why
good
would
point.
you?
Even
Like, you're wasting
still,
my time.
why
Yeah.
would you do it? Especially because didn't you pay for the wine bar?
Yeah, well, I paid for everything. I thought, okay, I'll treat her to a date. That's normal. I just didn't know there
Oh
were...
my
Hey,
gosh.
don't lie to us. You did not pay for everything.
Okay.
Right? Her makeup, her petty.
Or maybe he didn't
That
have
is
enough money to pay
ridiculous.
for the Venmo thing.
That's
So
a lot on top
And
of
come on,
everything
what is she
else.
having to buy new makeup for the date?
True.
Please,
My palette
please.
ran out.
Everything does run out at the same time. Don't get me started. It's annoying.
we're throwing out a lot of theoreticals. We don't know the true story. The only one that does is Mandy, who is on the other
Mandy.
line listening to this call right now, Mark, and wanting to talk to you.
Hi, Mark.
Oh, girl.
Andy, hi.
Oh.
I didn't realize that was what bothered you.
Okay, so you admit that you invoiced him for everything before and during the date?
Well, I went out. I got my makeup done. I got my hair done. I got a new outfit. I got
Good.
shoes.
You shouldn't put that much in for a man. Just saying.
Yeah, seriously,
In the first
we're not
place.
worth it.
But
I didn't ask you to do any of that.
you were insistent that you wanted to go out and that you
Yeah, I
wanted
wanted to go out.
pay.
And I wanted to pay, but to give me the receipts, it was impersonal. I didn't feel right about it. I walked away feeling good, thinking, oh, cool, I got a cute envelope with a note. Instead, I had a receipt. What are you doing?
I mean, a letter does kind of make it more personal in a way.
No, it
Oh,
doesn't.
did she
At
sign
least she
it?
took the
I
time to
mean-
write it.
Mandy.
You know, I've done it before, and I've never had any real complaints.
Really?
Maybe in the pineapple community, the standards for payment are a little bit different.
I hate to
just-
admit, though, if I went on a date with a girl and it went well and I wanted to see her again and she billed me $50, I'd be like, okay.
Oh no.
She knows I'm financially stable. I can
like-
afford it. I can take care of her.
I don't think she's thinking about that when she
No,
asks.
and like I just like these are expenses about just being an adult that you just
Yeah.
have to incur. Like this is just life expenses that you got to take on yourself.
Mandy,
But don't you feel that we're getting a little screwed over by the amount of money we have to pay?
it's like kind of a shared thing. You both put in
Yes.
your effort and your money. Mandy, is there a way that maybe going forward you could see not doing the invoice or at least giving him a discount on
Well,
the
I
things
mean,
that he has to
Mark-
pay for?
If it's going to make you feel more comfortable, if we go out again, we can go Dutch.
I don't even understand what that means.
Yeah.
It means she pays for half and he pays for half.
Of what,
He
though?
pays for one foot, she pays for the other foot.
I thought it meant you paid for your own crap.
Like when
like-
the bill comes,
No.
you split it.
Oh,
That's not
okay.
how modern pineapple dating works,
I'm
Brooke.
sorry.
Get up with the times. Mark, it sounds like she's trying to be reasonable with you, offering a pretty significant discount on the rates that you have to pay. So
Yeah.
I would give her another
This
chance.
is like when you tell a company you're going to cancel and they give you that last offer.
Exactly.
Like, okay, we'll do one more trial.
Is it too late to go Dutch on the first bill, or are we just talking about the second bill,
Well,
Jeff?
we're not in charge of the entire financial landscape. All we're in charge of
crazy.
is paying for the date that you go on. Because we will offer to fund it for you, Mark, if you'll see Mandy one more time.
If you're willing to talk about splitting things down the line and down the middle between you and I in the future, then
Boring.
I don't see a reason not to.
No reason.
Think
I
that's a
think
yes.
With spreadsheets included?
Yes, spreadsheets, Excel. You need to keep receipts, Mark. Okay,
Oh.
if you get a haircut, you got to remember.
See how many pumps of foundation she's using.
Oh, that's a good
Gotta count
point.
numbers.
This is some sexy talk that we're
Yeah.
having on the show right now. But Mark, is that a yes from you?
That's a yes from me. Yes,
Okay.
Mandy.
That is shocking.
Did not see that
right.
coming, but congratulations, Mandy. You got yourself another date.
Well, thank you guys very much. And, Mark, once you Venmo me the half for the first date, we can schedule a second date.
Oh.
Hey.
Wow.
Mandy, I thought you were nuts, but now I'm thinking I want you to do my financials.
I'm serious.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Honestly, I'm not sure anybody here expected to get an update from these two.
No,
but
not at all.
here we are. Mark and Mandy are back on to give us
both?
an update on their situation. And the last time that we spoke to you guys, there was a question of, will Mark be responsible for paying half of the pre-date stuff? What happened there?
So he did actually Venmo me for his half.
Hey, what a gentleman.
Sweet guy.
And we've kept dating over the next few months, and he has paid like a gentleman should for my pre-date expenses.
Wait,
Wow.
for over 2 months he's been doing this?
Yeah, for the last few months he's been doing it.
Oh.
Wow.
Mark,
So-
are you there? I kind of hear you in the background.
Yes, I'm here, guys. Hi.
Okay.
Hey, that's good to hear from you, Mark.
Has it been worth the cost?
Oh, yeah. No, she's totally worth it. Yes.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay.
Okay.
But he has told me he has some concerns. Certain dates are more expensive than others, and since it wasn't consistent, I did offer to send him an itemized bill, but he wasn't happy with that either. So
Okay. Well, so there's still a little bit of tension, it sounds like, with the financials in your relationship. Were you guys able to work through that?
Well, so she and I talked it out. She offered me a monthly subscription package.
What? To your own girlfriend?
So I pay a flat rate of $89.99 a month to cover all of her pre-date stuff.
Oh, that sounds like an introductory rate. Be careful. It's 6 months. Yeah.
as long as the Venmo payment gets there by the third of the month, I do give him a 2-day grace period before he incurs interest.
Well, you know what? Look, if you guys are happy, then that's great. I know every relationship works differently. Who are we to judge how other people are able to find happiness in their life? So that's awesome.
Thank you. I'm very, very happy with Mark.
Make sure you lock him into an annual no cancellation policy,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
You got smart, Alexis.
Get him on a 5-year deal so he can't go anywhere. Okay.
Said romance was dead. This is just beautiful.
Glad you guys are doing well. Make sure, if you want, follow us on YouTube at Brooke and Jeffrey. You can find all of our second date updates right there.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.